Right, hello and welcome to another video. And I must stop saying right at the end of every video segment. This is a mine we've done years ago, but we want to refilm it because it's really nice and we didn't catch it in its full beauty. This is a mine, about 80% of it is in shale, and for this reason a lot of people won't explore it. There's a collapse right at the start there, which actually collapsed fully a while ago. It's recently been cleaned out again. So yeah, a lot of people won't go down here, but it is worth it. I'm not going to say where this is, obviously, because it's quite dangerous. But yeah, we're going to go through and have a look at that. Okay, here's that collapse and here's Noodle negotiating it. You'll have to excuse the hole in his hole there. It's standard for mine explorers to have a hole there, because all this climbing. So, yep, there he goes. Successfully made it through. That's my turn. Alright, we've just come through the collapse, and yeah, the job they've done cleaning it out's really good. It's a lot better than it was, and that leads us into this little shell chamber and our future, which is down that little hole there. Joy. Okay, just got through that one, and you can see this collapses are definitely a feature of this area with it being in shell. Another one dead ahead, so I'm going to go and negotiate that now. Right, just come through that way, that one, and you can see there's Noodle ahead. Trying the next one. Action! As you can see, yes. Oh, it's not as bad as the last one. Yeah, it's still rough in here, so that's why I've just come up there. I can feel the cold air blasting through. That's nice. Some writings here, various people who've been in over the years. Right, we'll continue on. There's Noodle, just wishing he had his knee pads. You can see how twisted the miners ahead. Mine, shale, I'm lying down here in the shale. Lovely condition. Right, it's worth it though. Yeah, and no sooner are you through one, and there's another. Big slabs here. These will hurt you if they land on top of you. But I think it winds up from here, so yeah. See, Noodle's enjoying himself there with the collapses. Right, you can see there, Noodle. It has opened up for the moment. Now remember that chamber beyond. There's a collapse we've just come through. There are some nice artifacts here, so it is worth it, but as you can hear, we're quite out of breath. Whew, it takes you out of you, this mine. Plus we've had a long walk just to get to the mine, so that doesn't help. Right, I'm recording as I'm walking, because if this hasn't changed, that's all hanging nicely. Yes, it's still here. Here's one of the little features. We got some 1993 newspaper. Under £1,000. Let's go 1300. This is from before the internet. So Bob faces quiz over bid to ruin BR sell-off. So you can see how dry it is down here. That newspaper survived that well. There was a tin around here somewhere, but that's gone. Oh well. We're going to go through that bit first. Right, so there's Noodle just recording that, and take a few photos of we are now, once it's finished here, be heading up this way into, guess what? Yeah, more shell. We love this place. Right, these are the cans I thought had been stolen, but nope, they're still here and just in a different place. You can tell they're late 80s because they don't have modern wrinkles. They have the detachable ones, which for those who are alive in the 80s, used to find these everywhere, which is why they changed the design. So here we've got a right hand branch which is kaput, and over here it's got steady footing on all the shell. Got a left hand branch which again splits twice. I'll have a look at that. Right, here's our double split. I'm just going to take you down this one because I know what's down here. And a bit of iron in a very dry area. That's weird. What we've got at the end here, use the camera if it's not perfect, so I wasn't looking through the screen, we have a sump, which is backfilled. There is something going up there, but it looks like it pinches out, and I am not crossing that to have a look at it. No sorry, that's just how way a bit too dangerous. Nice colours in here, sort of more of a iron staining in this area. So, oh, is that a tallow candle? That might be a tallow candle. Don't often see them. There he is. Yeah, it means a tallow candle by the looks of it. Didn't notice that last time we were here. Right. We just looked at this on the way past, and I've come back and noticed it is actually an iron formation. It's like slopestone, terraces and everything. So water's been coming in here at one point, but these days it's completely dry. It's actually run as far as down here. So I don't know how water has got this dry section. There's a bit of pipe or something that they've had dripping at some point. I don't know. It's a mystery. If you've got any theories, let us know. Somebody's obviously damaged the front. It's been kicked off here after. Yeah, so yeah, that's a bit of a mystery. There's some staining here as well. Just that small part, and obviously it doesn't run anymore. It's a mystery. Okay, just around the corner, and there's another shaft here. Something that's collapsed. You can see the wood sticking out there. It's weird because that looks like a natural shale there, so maybe that's the shaft there and it's collapsed. Oh, this is just a small chamber that's collapsed. I'm gonna go with small chamber, but over here, being careful not to touch the roof, is workings. Quite large. I'll get Noodle to stand in front for scale in a moment, but here is a cart. Very deteriorated cart, but it's a cart. I haven't seen this in about 5 years since the last down here, maybe 3-5 years. Yeah, it's quite impressive though. That goes nowhere down there. What we'll do, we'll put Noodle in shot and you can see actual scale of this. Right, there's Noodle for scale. You can see him in the workings, and just remembered. Let's get in position here. Up here is colourful rays going up into shell. Look at that. That's beautiful. I want that on my wall. It's like artwork, isn't it? Wow. Nature's a much better artist than us. Although we are technically nature. We're part of nature. I'm getting philosophical now. Stop it. Okay, right. We'll continue with our explore that way. Right. We've just gone from one gorgeous section straight into another. And Noodle, if I get in this position, you can now turn around and see what you've just missed. You just walked straight past it. Oh yeah. 1894, 1881, 1901. Gives you dates for the mine and brings you closer to the mine. It's quite nice when you see that. You can tell when they're original and when they're later. That is really nice original. Yeah. The original writing's much nicer than modern writing.
Really, really neat.
That's what you call it, calligraphy, like a lot of the original. This isn't so, but you can see there it's more, but a lot of you'll see they were taught really well to write. So, and the letters, it's like something you'd see an academic write these days. Really well educated, the lead miners, because you had to be to learn geology, to learn to follow all these veins and stuff. So yeah, it's nice down here. That's where we've just been standing, looking at the writing on the right hand side. Even that's just so colourful. And then they got a raise, if I don't fall over. Up here, more very colourful stuff. Lovely. Now there's Noodle just ahead. Have a look. Another really colourful section. And if I get up with this without cutting my bollocks in half. There. There's another sump, but that's backfilled again. Not getting too close to the edge just in case. There's a lot of crap in there. Don't know if that's... No, it's just where it's fallen away. It looks like the side of the sump's fallen away and filled it. And when we go into so much colour, Right, here's Noodle just walking through yet another beautifully colourful section. Wow, look at that, there's a raise up there again. So worth coming through the shale. And this is only one branch, there's another branch yet, which is completely different in nature, but worth it again. Right, we've come to our first collapse in this section, and there's Noodle going over. You can see there's remains of false floors up there where they were working. And it's not even level, it was at an angle. I don't think that angle's changed, so I don't know if that was protecting or that was a working platform, but yeah, there we go. And there's that same section from the other side, and I see a boulder sitting on top of that platform now. So we're going down into what at the moment, before we enter it, is extremely clear water. The only wet section. Right, only just a little bit further on, and there's a flooded sump for you, with some iron formations running down from the vein into the rock. So we're going to go that way through yet more colour. Right, we're in the water. Yeah, nice and cool on my feet. I don't know the significance of this. It says lands, and then above is 66 or 68. So, no idea. There's a little carrying on. And there's the forehead of this branch, so you have to sort of kiss my fingers and kiss the end of the mind's tradition. So, but this is only the first branch. There's another one yet with its own unique personality, so we're going to go and explore that now. Right, after the lovely joys of that vein, did enjoy that one. Well, that drift, whatever you call it. We're now going to go and enjoy that one. The back of the newspaper just for reference. I'm going to go enjoy that one, which is very different in personality. Now, I owe Noodle an apology, because I said there'd be no more crawling. And, oopsie, the worst bit. But I think this is the last show of it. That's the nastiest bit to get through. Joy. Right, looks like we're going on back underneath the shale again, but as you can see my knees are here because I'm lying down. That's what we just crawled through. Well, I just crawled through. Noodle has yet to do it. Joy. Gotta go back through that later as well. Full fun. Right, I can hear Noodle having fun coming through there. He isn't moaning at all. And still there's no real mercy on us. Another one here. Not half as bad, but it looks like there might be a tunnel ahead. There's Noodle working his way through that, and fortunately, for a bit, at least, beyond, we have relatively stable tunnel. Phew! Now, don't quote me, but I do believe when I was last here, I took a picture of two of the guys in this section, but what you see on the floor now was on the roof. It did look like it was ready to come down, so not 100% on that, but I am sure that's right. It's just two offshoots here, don't go far at all, so we're going to go straight ahead. My lighters run out, so I've got Noodle spare here. Yay. Cheers, Noodle. Right, here we are. We have a Tizer bottle can from the 80s. In a moment, we're just unsure what we're coming up to. See down there. Drift. I think that's where it starts to get interesting for me, right? So we're heading that way. Right, I can't remember the way here. I've got two routes and I've completely forgotten, but that one may be a nasty collapse and this one looks like it's the one that goes on, so yeah. Yes, this is the one. So we'll follow this and see what we can see. Lots of colour. Right, we may have come to a part that I've not been to before, because for the life of me I do not remember this place. There's a collapse up there, looks like I can get through, looks like Colin got through, and up here is some workers which have a rather large boulder sitting up there, waiting to come down. Nice. It looks, yeah, collapse ahead, so that's dead. Right, we'll go and have a look around the corner, see what we can see. Right, I just thought we were getting lost when I came through this little hole and found this engine room, which I recognise. Mainly because to get out of it, you've got to fall through that little hole which Noodle's just descending now. Something on the wall here, but I cannot make out what that says. And there's
Must be a club.
yeah, workings up there. Not safe to climb up there, so we'll leave that and we'll go through this little hole down here. Right, we've just come through that little hole outside the engine room, beyond all the collapse, and we're in, for once, nice solid level, so I'm going to enjoy this for a short while and see what other treasures it has in mind for us, because I haven't been down here for 5 years, so I've forgotten over it. Hello. Right, we've just come into this section, so I know where I am again now. My navigation is fixed. Yeah, and there's all sorts of weird architectural stuff going on here. Things intercepting things. Looks like they want to go that way initially, or there's something up there they're arching off. And there's something going this way, which is a mixture of backfill and collapse, perhaps, maybe. But we're going to go this way through this big, wide, fungus-covered arch. So I just thought I'd shine back here and have a look at Noodle. Nice lighting there as he's examining the features there. Right, we're heading toward the end now, and there's a little section here where I can actually... Hello. That's the camera through. And yeah, I'll show you the joys of the end in a moment. I'll just show you this arch before we do. I can hear water. I don't remember water last time. I don't hear water. It's an arch. It almost looks young. Oh, yes, I know where the water is. Yes, this is the water. This goes down to another mine that shall not be named. I have known of people doing this, but I'm not going to do that myself. You can see why the bars are there. But it's a long way down, and very soft old wooden structures, so no chance of me doing that, thank you very much. I don't have that much of a death wish. Look at that, well, going up. Right, carrying on. There's another shot down those ladders from a different angle. So you can see better here. And see that wooden platform on the right hand side's fallen away, so yeah, another good idea. Right, a nice little interesting feature as we go to the back is this arching above us, which is all covered in fungus, making it look like it's been painted white. It's quite magical, that. And obviously looking out for false floors, you can see that arching there with the deads packed on and the false floor over it. So if you're up there, you're on false floors. We're gonna go left, remember right? Right, yeah, we are definitely going left because I've just come right and it looks like this has suffered maybe from a little bit too much water ingress at some time, and it's come down and there's very much terminal, so we're gonna go left. Just coming down the other side here and looking through this hole in the wall, you can see some arching. So I think that's the back end of the arching where we've just been. That's weird. Shows how close it is. We're going that way. I can hear water ahead. Yeah, there's the collapse we just saw. This is the other end of it. A lot of water coming through. So either that was built as a bypass to this, or this was built as a bypass to that, and this is collapsed later. But as this is collapsed and that hasn't, I suggest it's the other way around. Bypass this. Yeah. That might explain why it's got double arching, because we've tried to repair it several times. It's come down again. So let's sod it. We'll build a new one.
Yeah, we'll just go through the hard way.
Yeah, that's probably what's happened, I imagine. Right, we will continue into the air door. Yep, there's another air door. Right, we've just come a little bit further down and little workings here. It's loose above us, so they've certainly packed it out up there. But if we come here, we've got an actual air door. These would have been apparently staffed by children. Yes, workings in there. These were apparently staffed by children who would work here for 8 to 12 hours a day in the dark, just opening the doors for the carts as they came through. They were to control the air as it was being blasted. So, and here's Noodle at the top of a very impressive collapse that goes quite a way down to another mine. I'll show you that in a second. Right, so what you've got here is quite dangerous. So you got workings. Originally you can see it's been set up for traverse by people there to get across, but yeah, not for me today. So you probably would have had floors here going across, false floors. We've put in the workings and they've given way. The whole thing's collapsed down to another mine, or the bottom of the stope way below. So yeah, that's quite dangerous. Last time I was here, this traverse wasn't in place, so somebody's been climbing across recently. Now we're going to have a look at his workings that Noodle's just found and exclaimed his excitement about. Right, okay, so we're in some of the workings here, deep in the mine. The wooden platform. You see down here is a little pocket where they've been getting minerals out. It's quite amazing. And I'll just get in here gingerly. Oh, go on. There we go, you can see inside that pocket. Don't know what they've been mining out of there because it's got no sort of signs left of what it was. Drops off towards that collapse over there. We'll have a look at that in a second. And then over here, it goes off this way. I don't remember this tunnel. Does it stop?
There's mines everywhere.
Oh yeah,
just around and
stopped.
everywhere.
There's Noodle going for a little slide. Yep, goes down there. Slides down to here. Wouldn't be trusted. I was turning on that floor, wouldn't trust it. So no thank you on that one. And you got the pack walls. They would come all the way down here for their daily working. And just a piece of wood at the back of that bit. So we'll go back down and have a look towards that big collapse. Okay, we're now going to down this bit when it was already gone. Well, I thought this headed towards the collapse, so it doesn't. Well, it does, but it doesn't meet up with it. And what have we got here? We have the Norwich Bathroom Centre. We are not anywhere near Norwich. just to let you know, the Norwich Advertiser, Friday 24th, 1992. So that's going to be from mineral collectors who've been down here doing their stuff, destroying the place. Still 30 years old now, so I remember that date. Yes, I thought this connected through because that big collapse is just through there, so obviously not. Doesn't connect through. Oh, I was going to say I thought it did connect through. Yeah, that seems. Yeah, that seems to drop off just there. So that's the big collapse. I'm not going to go down there. It's just too loose and dangerous. No, sorry, but there we go. Nice. Right, I forgot to film this. So here's a very early airbox from the early 1800s, used to get air down to the mine. This one's in very good condition. These are very rare, so nice to see one in good condition that not many people are going to get to see.